Hey guys, it's Alex here with the local lowdown outside of Amityville Music Hall, and I'm standing here with the Tin Can Collective. Would you mind introducing yourselves?
Hi, how's it going? I'm John Warren, and
Hey, I'm Jess.
All right, sweet. So your newest EP, A Brief Look Back at Rising Tides, was completely created and recorded by both of you. I would love to know kind of like the journey of creating this EP and if you have like a standout memory while you were making it.
sure. I mean, I'll start if that's okay. But yeah, a lot of those songs were stuff that Jess and I like wrote together. This is my sister too. I don't know if you knew that. That we wrote together at my parents' house, and some way, shape, or form, these songs were kind of floating around. We played them a lot on tour, and they. I don't know. I have a lot of great memories of hanging out in my parents' basement, writing the songs together, having a couple drinks, and like, I don't know. And we decided going into the studio. I also think part of it was COVID. There's only a certain amount of people that could be in the studio at one time. We decided we were just going to do it, her and I played bass, drums, and guitar, and sang. And Jess played guitar and sang on it too. Do you have any memories here? I don't want to monopolize the conversation.
Yeah, pretty much the same memories that we both lived, but yeah, I feel like that in particular was one of the most collaborative efforts we've had. Like, usually, like I'll write a song, he writes a song. Sometimes I'll send him little parts here and there, but I feel like in particular, some of the songs on this one song, "Mornings Are My Afternoon," we wrote. That was one of the ones like in my parents' basement. Couple drinks, and we really did trade back and forth, like one line, then he wrote the next line, I wrote the next line, and that's kind of how we sang it too. And that I think that really like reflects the collaborative effort that we put into it. It was a lot of fun, and that's probably the standout memory for me.
Yeah, a lot of the bands we've been interviewing, spent the pandemic, trying to make new stuff, and I love just asking, how that creative journey went, through lockdown, how you were able to, get something created and put out there.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I feel like the beginning of everything, didn't want to write anything, and then this, I got a second wind, and I was like, we need to. Or I personally, I'm like, I need this outlet. Like, I forgot how important it was just to write and play and stuff. And we were lucky that we had a friend that has a studio where we could kind of safely go in, and we were able to get away with having 3 people in the studio and still come away with something that we liked.
That's awesome. So I've seen a bit of a theme from some of the bands we've been interviewing on the local lowdown, in that they love places. I've asked about a song named after a country.
Okay.
I've asked about a song named after a state.
Sure.
And this is my first time that I'll be able to ask about a song named after a city.
Ooh, okay.
So I gotta ask
Ooh.
about Ocean City, MD.
Very good. I'll hand the microphone over to you, Jess.
Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it's partially based on an impulsive dip into the ocean, I believe.
You've done your research.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
done your research, my friend. Yeah. That was I went down with some friends to Ocean City, and I don't even know. I think it was when I was transitioning into after college, trying to start working and like working for a living and making money. And I went away with my friends, and I just felt my head was all over the place. And I just remember we were waiting for this one bar that's on the ocean, and they open it at like noon. So everyone gets there at 10 a.m. and you literally wait until they open it, and everyone goes out into the ocean, and there's bar stools in the water. It's insane. And so we started, it's cool, but like we started drinking at 10 a.m., like waiting for the ocean to open. And then when they let you go in, finally, everyone is charging out to get a seat, like a bar stool in the water. And I just walked right in with my entire bag. And I just remember my friend turning around and saying, "Your entire bag is in the water." I just was like, went into the waves, my phone, everything was soaked. And yeah, I wrote part of that song on the way home, just like in the car, just hungover and just listening to my friends' music that I didn't enjoy. And that's where that song came out of. Yeah, Ocean City, Maryland. Secrets, I believe, is the name of the bar Ocean Bar.
If I'm ever in Maryland, I'll check it out.
You got to get there at 10 a.m. and wait till they unleash you.
Unbelievable. I remember seeing the name of the song and I was like, this is perfect. And it just turned out to be like my favorite song on the EP. So
awesome.
I was like,
Thank you.
perfect, fairy tale ending, honestly. Now, I have 2 jobs here at the local Lowdown. First is, of course, being the tech guy, lugging around this recorder everywhere. But second, I am the certified merch gremlin of the group. And now, I gotta say, I was looking in there. You got some t-shirts, you got some hoodies, you got some vinyl.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
I gotta ask, will that new EP be coming to any physical media at all? Because I know the vinyl is for your previous project.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Axiomatic.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mouthful. I know,
am not
right?
an English major, so
No, that's okay.
Axiomatic alarm clock.
Man, I think I would love to have a brief look back at Rising Tides out on something. I'm waiting for somebody to put it out. Basically, a lot of the stuff I've been pressing and we've been doing, DIY. So a lot of, we're still writing songs for the next thing. I feel like we just try to, keep trying to just push it and push it. And I'm like, all right, whenever somebody wants to pay to put it out, we were thinking of doing tapes just so people have something. But yeah, eventually that'll be out. We were talking about doing like our first record, Armageddon in retrospect, doing like a remaster of that and releasing that because that's records like almost. Is it 10 years? Yeah, it's yeah, something like that. So we definitely have stuff coming up in the works, and I'm sure someday a brief look back at Rising Tides will be out. But
Yeah. I'm just imagining it right now, like a dark gray vinyl record just spinning on my turntable. Would look
that sounds
amazing.
beautiful. Yeah, you're speaking my language.
Well, I would like to thank you two once again for sitting down for this interview with me.
Sure.
This has been the Local Lowdown with Alex here at Amityville Music Hall. Thank you, and see you in the next interview.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. Thanks so much.
You can't